Hey guys, so I'm going to show you the leg extension exercise. The leg extension is probably one of the most butchered exercises that you'll see if you go down to your gym this evening. And the reason why it is because this exercise is essentially an exercise where most people are simply using momentum and not the actual tissue itself in order to perform the lift. So when we're thinking about the quads, when we're thinking about the type of exercises that we're going to pick, if we say that squats and leg presses, the type of leg builders that we're going to include in our program, then it would also be remiss of us to say that these are what we aren't going to include for one reason. So when we're performing squats and also leg presses, we're only actually taking the quads into what's called a mid-range contraction point. So right at the top of your squat, right at the top of your leg press, that's when the load is actually going to be lightest. But that's also where your quads are now going to be in a position where they're fully contracted. Now, if we think about the resistance profile of the leg extension, we're now in a position where as the load is reaching the top position where it's heaviest, the quads are now fully contracted in a shortened position. So why is this advantageous? Because again, it allows us to train the quads through the full range of motion and also in their strongest position, which is obviously in this contracted position. Now, the rectus femoris of the quads is the only quad muscle that we might alter the body position in order to hit, as it obviously is in a position where it will cross the hip. So you can slightly lean forward on your quads if you're trying to hit that particular muscle group. If we're looking to just train the quads fully, then what we're going to do is we're going to ensure that there isn't any momentum in this lift. So, first things first, just like with the seated leg curl video, the hips have to be stable. We're not looking for any momentum in this lift. So we're going to use the handles to obviously pull ourselves down into. From there, I'm looking for hips, knees, and also ankles in alignment with your actual toes pointing up and facing you. So from there, now you would normally drive from the bottom. You're going to take a little bit of tension. So you're going to cue the quads. Then as you drive through to the top range, you're going to squeeze the quads as tight and as hard as you can. You're going to lower for 3, but you're not going to re-rack. Then you're going to squeeze. And again, we're able to fully shorten the quads under control, without momentum, without speed, which is going to give you a greater degree of output. So if we're able to improve force production when the quads are also at their fully shortened position under the highest amount of load, then we're going to stimulate more mitochondria, we're going to stimulate more muscle fibers, we're going to get more from this training.